Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. Today we're talking about every Wuthering Waves player wants to know. Which character actually give you the best value in version 2.8? Not just raw damage, not just big numbers, but real value. Character that make your endgame easier, your clears faster, and your team building smoother. Just to be clear, this is not a DPS tier list. If you want a pure DPS ranking, I already uploaded one and you can check that out. But let me interrupt you. Hey, do you want to top up on Wuthering Waves for affordable price? Introducing lootbar.gg. It's time to top up everybody, but not at full price. That's where Lootbar's self-top up comes in clutch. You can save up to 21% off. And look at this, the price is much more affordable. Damn! And also less pain for your wallet. I've used it multiple times on my own account and it's smooth as butter. Okay, so just pick the bundle you want, hit top up now, and choose your payment method. And boom, done! Then click Self Top Up and log in into your Wuthering Waves account. Head to the shop, click on the bundle you picked earlier, and boom! It's right there almost instantly. So what are you waiting for? Check the link in the description below and in the pinned comments to save with Lootbar. Okay, now we're back. But for today, we're going deep into who is actually worth pulling based on the 4 simple conditions. First, damage potential. This is basically how hard the character can hit when they are the one who is doing the damage. Some characters have strong burst damage, some have strong sustained damage, and some only deal good numbers if their rotation is perfect. For short, this category will answer the following. If I put this character on the field, how much can they actually do? Number 2, contribution beyond damage. Damage is great, but the character's value goes way beyond just hitting hard. Contribution means, do they buff the team? Do they heal, shield, or give an extra utility? Do they make the rotation smoother or safer? Do they offer crowd control or special effect like time stop? Some characters don't have the highest DPS, but the support, buff, and utility they bring can carry your whole team. This category measures how much they help everyone else, not just themselves. Third is a playstyle. Not everyone wants to sweat their fingers off. Is a playstyle is all about how comfortable and simple the character is to use. Number 4, flexibility. Flexibility is basically how strong the character is no matter what you give them. Can they still perform without their signature weapon, their perfect echo sets, their ideal teammates? Flexible characters are extremely valuable because they fit into almost any account. New, old, veteran, F2P, or low spender. When a unit still feels strong even with a budget build, that is real value. At number 5, we got Brunt. Brunt is one of the most unique fusion character in the game because he doesn't follow the usual rule. He can be a main DPS, sub DPS, and he can even act like a support because he has healing, shielding, and team buffs built into his kit. And the way he skills is honestly wild. His attack can actually increase based on his energy region, which means if you build him correctly, he can reach some of the highest attack numbers possible. This already makes him strong, but what really pushes his value is his outro buff. Whenever you swap him out, he gives the next character a fusion damage boost and resonance skill damage boost. That makes him a perfect bridge unit, strong damage on his own, and a strong support for whoever comes next. Now, Brunt does have some weaknesses. His damage comes from his mid-air combos, which means if an enemy interrupts you, or if you get knocked down, your rotation falls apart. And while you can grapple into the flying bosses to maintain his air combos, it makes practice and can be frustrating for newbies. In terms of value, Brunt lands at number 5 because he's strong, flexible, and useful in multiple roles. But he does require some practice and some stat investment to really shine. At number 4, Agasta. Agasta is everything you imagine when you think of a powerful, elegant electro DPS. She's consistent, she's reliable, and she brings way more to the team than just numbers. One of the biggest reasons she's so valuable is her time stop mechanic. When she uses her resonance liberation, the whole battlefield literally freezes. This includes Tower of Adversity and Whimpering Waste. This is huge for tight clears because you basically get a free time to burst down the enemies. On top of that, she provides a small but constant shielding for herself and her teammate. It's not a massive shield, but it's always active and you feel the difference, especially in high-level content. Her downside is that she becomes a lot stronger with paid or premium weapons. If you don't have those, her DPS does drop noticeably. Also, another one, since her ascension materials are locked behind later story areas, new players can build her right away unless they progress far into the game. Still, for players who want a stable, easy-to-use DPS with amazing endgame value, Agasta is easily one of the best pulls in 2.8. Now we enter the top 3, and the characters here are truly game-changing. Perlova is a high-investment Havoc unit who can play both on-field and off-field. She excels in both roles. Her liberation alone does insane damage even when she's not on the field, making her a perfect for team rotation that rely on burst windows. And when she is on the field, she hits just as hard. She doesn't fall off. She simply continues dealing damage everywhere. But what really defines her is her synergy with Echo skill teams. Perlova loves the team that relies on Echo skill for damage, especially when she's paired with Cantarella. Their synergy triggers Hecate's enhanced attack. When everything lines up, her DPS skyrockets to some of the highest in the entire game. However, this strength is also her biggest weakness. Her value is extremely high, but only if you place her in her intended niche. Outside of Echo skill comp, she becomes noticeably weaker. She's still usable, but she loses a huge portion of what makes her so special. So Perlova takes the third place because she's one of the strongest unit in her niche, but her team flexibility is limited. If you build around her, she's insane. If you don't, she's just okay. At number 2, Yuno. Yuno is one of the cleanest, most well-rounded character released. She's technically an arrow sub-DPS, but she brings so much more than that. Her kit has self-shield, which helps her resist interruption while doing her heavy attacks. She heals the team consistently, and she even recovers stamina with her full moon domain, letting your main DPS go crazy without running dry. This combination of offense, sustain, and utility already gives her a massive value, but her real peak performance shows when she's paired with Agasta. Yuno has a huge buff called Blessing of the One Light. She gives massive 40% old damage amplification, but the catch is that your main DPS need to generate 10 shields in one rotation. Agasta is currently the only character who can do this consistently. So yes, Yuno is tied heavily to Agasta. If you run them together, they become one of the strongest pairs in the game. But if you try running Yuno with someone like Gian or other heavy attack DPS characters, her value drops because they can't generate shield fast enough to trigger her full buff. But she's actually still good support for those heavy attack users. She's extremely strong but not fully flexible. Still, she's one of the best pulls in version 2.8 if you plan to run Arrow or Agasta teams. At number 1, finally taking the crown is the highest value character in Wuthering Waves 2.8, Shorekeeper. Shorekeeper is just a different level when it comes to what she brings to a team. She gives massive crit rate and crit damage buff. She provides constant healing, she offers damage amplification, knockdown recovery, and even KO prevention. Her kit is stacked from top to bottom. Her Resonance Liberation creates a field that heals and buff your whole team. And the crit buff she gives are so powerful that almost any DPS instantly becomes even better with her on the team. She is basically a universal support. She works with fusion teams, arrow teams, havoc teams, and all of them benefit massively. To maximize her buff, you need a lot of energy regen. Around 250% is ideal, especially if you don't have her signature weapon. This means you might have to sacrifice HP for energy regen, which lowers her healing a bit, but even then, she remains incredibly strong. The only condition is that the player must actually stand inside her field and use 2 intro skill to fully upgrade the buff. It's simple, but you need to perform the rotation correctly to get the full value of Shorekeeper. Shorekeeper just gives too much to every team. She heals, she buffs, she keeps your party safe, and she is the definition of high value, and easily the number 1 character to pull if you care about smooth and easy endgame clears. And that wraps up the top 5 best value characters in Wuthering Waves 2.8. Remember, value isn't just about damage, it's about how much easier this character make your overall gameplay. The more they help your team, the higher their value becomes. If you enjoyed this video or found this helpful, don't forget to drop a like and subscribe for more Wuthering Waves content. If you want a pure DPS tier list, it's right here on the channel. But anyways, I'm going to make an updated version of that. Thanks for watching and I'll see you in the next one. Peace out.